this reel is just coming to an end. I wanted to make a video showing how to finish off one reel, like rewind it back, and how to set up the next one. It's a really good machine though. You've got plenty of options. You can adjust the camera, so you're missing the edges. So that's it finished. So you just tell it to stop. You have to turn the reel round. So basically, to rewind it back, you're putting it in backwards and then fast forwarding it essentially. But because everything's in backwards now, it will reverse it back to the original reel. So you're just using the dotted line. If you can see behind, they've got like a guide. The dotted line is for reversing back. So all you're really doing is just making sure you're using those two. And then in the menu, you've got a fast forward. And that's it, just putting all the reel back to the original spool that it was on. You can adjust the exposure, brightness. The main thing I use is the camera adjust. So every single reel might be shot at a different place on the reel essentially. So you can use a camera, which I'll show after this is finished. Fast forwarding, you can adjust the camera so you make sure you've always got the full frame in the shot, which is a really good feature. You can obviously go from 8mm to Super 8. You get both. Super 8 came later. I generally see probably more 8mm than Super 8. This is just about to finish. You'll see the black reel turn white because that's the beginning. So that's when you know you're finished. You hit OK. It stops. You can take this off. So I'll just tighten that up in a minute. I'm doing this one-handed, so it's a bit awkward, but it's usually really simple to get that off. You put that on. I've got the next one here. So I'm putting that on. I'm following the white line this time. It's actually a good idea. They give you like a little cleaning brush, but you can also use cotton swabs. If you go out the menu, you see the light come on at the bottom, so you can see if there's any dust. And that you just clean it away, and you can even just clean any dust off of this area too. So you're just following the white line, then you're slotting it in. And the good thing about the white is it's so long you can tighten it up a little bit, because if you need to at least wrap it around once so it doesn't so it actually catches and will start feeding the reel. You just go at the start like that. There's two little notches, little metal bits, so you make sure that goes under that metal bit and that goes under the other metal bit. Just a bit hard to do one-handed. And the main work is getting done. And here's a little metal thing that comes up and makes the reel move one at a time. So you cover that down, and that's what I'm talking about. So obviously nothing's been moved about there. It's in between two frames, but what you can do is you go to menu, frame adjust, so it tightens up. It shows you what it would be capturing if you just left it. But you can see the little black line at the top. So what you want to do is change the Y. So Y is up and down. So it's a bit bright, so I can't, phone's not seeing it. So if you push OK, you can adjust the Y, and that's going down, so that goes up. You just want to make sure you can see the black line at the top and the bottom. You can crop that out later with some tools online. And then X, I can't see the line at the left hand side, so I'm wanting to just go left a little bit. At least you can't see the line at that side, so that's the middle of the shot. Then hit menu, so then every shot after that is going to be that way. You hit OK, you tell it what size you've got, 3" or 5". So that's 3". And you hit OK. That's more for a timer. It will tell you, it gives you an estimate how long's left. So I've got 34 minutes, because it's capturing 1 frame at a time. There's a little metal thing in there that's moving it 1 frame at a time. And it's taking a picture and it turns it into an MP4 image. Sorry, an MP4 video is what you get at the end, which is the best format to get, because any media player will play that back. Yeah, so that's it. So the 34 minutes, it can go past that, because you could get more real. Or you see, if you put a 5" in there and said it was 3", it will keep going. It doesn't stop at that 34 minutes. That's just for you to know roughly how long you've got left. You can hit OK any time to stop it. When you see it's at the end, you can hit OK, but if you don't, it actually automatically turns itself off. Once this metal bit knows that it's not moving anything along, it will just shut itself off and it saves the footage. It saves onto an SD card. What I usually do is have a USB cable plugged into this, connected to my PC at all times, so I can go into the menu, go to USB, and it just automatically, my PC is connected to it. You can just take the footage off and do what you need to do. I use Filmora. You definitely need some kind of editing software to adjust the speed. All these machines, no matter who you go with, they come out double speed, so you need to use some kind of editing software to change the speed to 0.5. You want to slow it down by half, and then you're back to normal speed. But yeah, it's a great machine. It looks like I couldn't imagine any machine doing it better. It does exactly what it needs to. You get the perfect footage out of it. It's about 5 minutes of footage you get out of one of these spools. It takes half an hour to do due to the frame at a time, but you get much better quality image than you would have back in the day. Or even if some people do it with sheets, they put a sheet up, project onto the sheet and film it. But this is a camera directly taking the footage from the reel. You see the cameras up there. It's taking the footage direct with the light behind it, so it's much better than you would ever get any other way. So I highly recommend this machine.